one forest green tube top that you'd wear? The first day it got remotely warm enough at the start of spring, which of course for you was like March 19th. You never could wait for the earth to catch up. As soon as there was sun and the faintest sound of a bird chirping, you were always outside, sunning yourself in the grass in that tube top and shorts. Hall monitors hated you. Every year, right on schedule, you get stopped for showing your shoulders or your shorts not passing the arms by your sides test. They never knew what they were in for. You would launch into some impromptu speech about the anti-feminist ideologies of public school institutions, and they listened. Kind of amazed, kind of furious. But then, right on cue, you'd always bring up their mom and how she'd be ashamed that they were slut-shaming this teenager, and I was always around the corner losing my mind as they all got so embarrassed when you talked about their moms, and they'd always apologize and let you go to class. You had such a way with words. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I figured you'd wear green. I asked her to come to the bathroom with me, and I was going to tell her how I was going to hold her hand, and I was going to look into her beautiful green speckled eyes, and I was going to tell her how I feel, and then there was a bang and a thud and a scream, and she jumped in front of me and she died. She jumped in front of me and she died, and he ran and she fell, and I still remember her weight on me, and so warm. Her skin was so hot, so hot. She was just radiating heat, and then suddenly she was really cold and pale, and I couldn't see her eyes anymore. And then I just remember the warmth seeping out of her, and then there was blood, I think, and it was in her hair, and it was all over my hands, and it was in her hair, and it was under her head, and all I ever wanted was to hold her. And I was holding her, and I was holding her, and she was gone, and I never wanted to hold anyone less than in that moment, because she was empty and gone, and he got to run. I don't know if one was enough, or if he ran out of her, or whatever the fucking hell. When she died, okay, she died, Colson, and if I hadn't asked her to come to the bathroom with me, if I hadn't rushed through my exam just so that, if I hadn't switched classes in freshman year, if I hadn't loved her, then she wouldn't. How am I supposed to just leave her here to rot in the ground and be rained on and break and crack and fade into the rest of this godforsaken place when it was my fault that. How am I supposed to just abandon her when she was the one who jumped in front of me?
She shall die, take her and cut her out in little stars, and she will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun.
She loved that.